The galaxy was vast and endless, full of stars, planets, and empires that ruled countless worlds. Among these empires, the most powerful was the Zarkun Empire, feared by everyone for its massive fleets and advanced weapons. They had conquered dozens of star systems and laughed at anyone who tried to challenge them. On a small blue planet called Earth, humans lived quietly, far away from the politics of the galaxy. They were small, inexperienced, and unknown to the other empires. But Earth had something no one expected, a secret warship, a prototype that could change everything. The humans called it the Vanguard, a ship that looked ordinary to most eyes. It was not shiny, it was not huge, and it did not have massive guns sticking out. But inside it held technology that even the strongest empires could not imagine. It had engines that could outpace almost any ship, weapons that could think, and shields that could stop the deadliest attacks. When the Zarkun Empire first heard that Earth had built a warship, they laughed. They laughed loudly across their fleets. "A tiny planet thinks it can fight us," their leader said with a smirk. "Send them a warning. Show them how weak they are." The humans knew the galaxy would not take them seriously. They knew the empires would mock them, and that was why they planned carefully. Captain Reyes, the human commander, was calm, focused, and determined. He gathered his crew and said, "Do not respond to their attacks yet. Wait, observe, and strike at the right moment." The crew looked nervous. Many had never faced such powerful enemies before. But they trusted their ship, and they trusted each other. Every system, every weapon, every shield was tested and ready. When the Vanguard entered the space near the Galactic Council, alien ships surrounded it. Fighters, destroyers, and cruisers moved in circles, trying to intimidate the humans. The alien fleets were massive, at least 100 ships surrounding a single human warship. Their lasers fired into space near the Vanguard, bright lights cutting through the darkness. The humans stayed still. The ship did not flinch, it did not move, it did not fight back. The Zarkun commanders laughed even louder. "Look at them. They are afraid." But Captain Reyes did not respond. He only watched. His eyes scanned the alien ships. His hands were steady on the controls. Inside the Vanguard, the ship's AI worked quietly, analyzing every enemy move. It mapped the enemy fleet, calculated their attacks, and prepared the best countermeasures. The humans had built this ship not to run, but to survive and prove a point. They were small, yes, but they were clever, brave, and unpredictable. As the Zarkun Empire prepared to give the final attack order, the humans waited silently. They knew the galaxy was laughing at them. They knew every empire believed the human ship would be destroyed instantly. And they also knew that soon, laughter would turn into fear. The Vanguard's engines hummed softly. Its weapons glowed faintly. The human crew held their breath. The galaxy watched, unaware of what was about to happen. The small blue planet had sent a ship that no one had expected. A ship that could change the balance of power forever. And as the first alien missiles approached, the humans prepared to show the galaxy the true power of Earth. The Zarkun Empire was not used to being challenged. They had never seen a planet as small as Earth send a warship to the Galactic Council. Their leaders were proud and arrogant, believing their fleets were unstoppable. As the Vanguard hovered in space, dozens of alien ships circled it. Fighter ships darted close, trying to scare the humans. Lasers flared through the dark, making bright streaks across the void. The humans stayed calm, their ship moving slowly, carefully, as if it was a single living creature. Commander Reyes watched every move, his eyes sharp and focused. "Do not panic," he said to his crew. "Let them make the first mistake." The crew nodded, but their hearts beat fast. Every new movement of the enemy fleet made them tense. They knew one wrong step could destroy them. The alien ships fired repeatedly, small blasts at first, just to intimidate. The humans felt the vibrations through the ship, but the Vanguard held strong. The shields absorbed every shot, glowing faintly with energy. The aliens laughed, thinking the humans were weak. "They are frozen with fear," a Zarkun commander said. "Soon we will destroy this tiny toy and move on." But the humans were not afraid. The Vanguard's AI calculated every path of the enemy. Every angle, every distance, every attack pattern. The ship quietly recorded data, learning from the aliens. It was preparing for the moment when humans would strike. Inside the control room, Lieutenant Mara monitored the enemy signals. She whispered, "Captain, they are tightening their formation. They will attack fully in moments." Captain Reyes nodded, still calm. "Let them come closer," he said. "They will make a mistake, and then everything will change." The aliens moved closer, surrounding the vanguard on all sides. They fired again, stronger this time, aiming directly at the ship. The shields flared bright blue, stopping every missile and laser. The aliens were surprised, their attacks doing nothing. "This is impossible," one of them said. "How can one ship stop all our fire?" The humans smiled quietly, knowing the moment was near. They had built the vanguard to survive this, to teach the galaxy a lesson. Small, weak, underestimated, they had planned this carefully. The aliens did not know that the vanguard's weapons were not yet active. The humans were not just defending, they were waiting to show power. "Remember," Captain Reyes said, "we are here to protect Earth. Not to start a war, but we will not run." The crew gripped their seats, hands ready on controls. Every eye in the ship was on the enemy, every system was ready. The aliens fired again, a full attack, confident of their victory. But the vanguard moved, just a little, almost like a shadow. The humans saw weakness in the enemy patterns, mistakes in their formation, and the AI calculated the perfect counterattack. A strange hum began inside the ship, soft but steady. The shields glowed brighter, weapons powered up quietly. The crew knew something would happen soon, something the galaxy would never forget. The laughter of the aliens started to fade, replaced with confusion. They did not know that the humans were about to turn the tide. The Zarkun commander shouted orders, panic rising. "Destroy it. Destroy that tiny ship before it moves." The humans waited a few more moments, silent, calm, ready. The vanguard was small, underestimated, and quiet. But it held the power to shock the galaxy. And in the darkness of space, the human crew prepared to show the aliens that underestimating Earth would be their greatest mistake. The Zarkun Empire expected an easy victory. Their fleets had destroyed countless ships, conquered many planets, and laughed at every enemy. But the vanguard was not like any ship they had faced before. The alien commander gave the final order. "Fire everything. Do not leave a single human alive." Hundreds of lasers, missiles, and energy beams surged toward the vanguard. The humans held their breath, waiting for the impact. And then, something impossible happened. The vanguard shields flared bright blue, absorbing every attack. Not a single missile hit the hull, not a single laser burned through. The alien fleet froze in shock. "This cannot be," one commander whispered. "How can one ship stop all our fire?" Inside the ship, Captain Reyes remained calm. "Now," he said softly. The AI activated the weapon systems, and the vanguard hummed with power. Its engines glowed, faster than anything in the galaxy. It moved like a shadow, swift and silent. The first counterattack began. A small energy beam shot from the vanguard and struck a Zarkun fighter. In a flash, the ship exploded, leaving debris floating in space. The aliens were stunned. They did not expect a human ship to fight back. Then another, and another. In less than a minute, 3 enemy ships were gone, destroyed by precise, calculated attacks. The galaxy went silent, watching the unexpected. The small blue human ship had destroyed multiple powerful alien ships without breaking a sweat. The vanguard's weapons glowed, strange energy waves cutting through the enemy fleet. Gravity distortions pulled ships off course, missiles turned back on their owners, and shields overloaded. The aliens were confused, panicked, and terrified. Captain Reyes sent a calm message to the enemy fleet. "This is only a test. Earth does not seek war. But if you attack again, you will see the full power of humanity." The message echoed through the void, and the alien commanders whispered among themselves. They realized their arrogance had blinded them. They had mocked humans, laughed at their prototype, and now they faced destruction. The vanguard moved again, faster than the eye could follow. One by one, the alien ships fell, their formations broken. The humans were precise, smart, and coordinated. The AI had learned every move, predicting the enemy before they acted. The alien fleets could not adapt fast enough. Every step they took led to more mistakes, more destruction. Inside the Vanguard, the crew felt a mix of fear and excitement. They had trained for this moment, waited for this test. And now, the galaxy could see that Earth was not weak. The smallest planet could hold the strongest secret. The Zarkun Empire scrambled, trying to retreat. But the Vanguard blocked their path, cutting them off. They realized they had underestimated humanity. They had laughed at Earth, thinking it weak, and now they paid the price. Captain Reyes looked at his crew and nodded. "Hold position. Do not overextend," he said. The humans did not need to destroy all ships. They only needed to show their power, to prove the galaxy that humans were clever, strong, and dangerous when underestimated. The alien commander watched the destruction, fear in his eyes. He had seen empires fall, he had seen fleets destroyed. But never had he faced a single ship that could match all his forces. The laughter had ended, replaced by fear, shock, and respect. And in the quiet of space, the Vanguard hovered. Small, unassuming, and deadly. The galaxy would remember this day. The day they laughed at Earth. The day humanity proved that size did not matter. The day the first human warship changed everything. The galaxy had never seen anything like it. The Vanguard moved with unmatched speed, weaving through enemy fire like a shadow. Its weapons glowed with strange energy, designed not to kill blindly, but to strike with perfect precision. Captain Reyes watched the alien fleets carefully. "Focus on control," he said to his crew. "Do not destroy unnecessarily, just show them our strength." The crew nodded, hands steady on the controls, eyes fixed on the displays. They had trained for this moment their entire lives. And now every calculation, every tactic, every instinct mattered. The first wave of alien fighters approached, confident and arrogant. They had survived countless battles before, but they were not prepared for a human prototype. A single pulse from the Vanguard's weapons system sent several ships spinning out of control. Missiles twisted back on themselves, lasers overloaded, shields collapsed. The alien fleet scrambled, panic spreading through the ranks. "This is impossible," a Zarkun commander shouted. "How can one ship do all this?" But the humans did not slow down. They struck fast, precise, and unstoppable. Every move calculated, every attack exact. The Vanguard had become more than a ship. It was a symbol of human ingenuity, courage, and strength. The alien cruisers tried to regroup, forming a massive formation to overwhelm the Vanguard. But the ship moved faster, slipping through their lines, striking from every angle. Energy beams sliced through the enemy shields. Gravity distortions pulled the largest ships off course. And the AI calculated every counter, ensuring no human damage. The aliens were helpless, watching their greatest ships fall one by one. Captain Reyes sent another message to the galaxy, calm and confident. "This is humanity. We do not seek war, but we will not be weak. Do not mistake patience for weakness." The message echoed through the enemy fleets, chilling them. They had underestimated Earth, underestimated humans, underestimated courage. The alien commanders realized their mistake too late. Their fleets were in chaos, formations broken, weapons useless against the precise and intelligent attacks of the Vanguard. Fear spread across their ranks, muttering and panic replacing pride and arrogance. The smallest planet in the galaxy had brought them to their knees. And still, the Vanguard did not destroy everything. It only showed its power, proving the humans were clever, strong, and unstoppable if underestimated. Captain Reyes watched the fleeing ships and gave a calm order. "Hold position. Do not follow. Let them understand the lesson." The crew felt a mixture of relief and pride. They had not only survived, but they had proven the impossible. The galaxy would remember this day. The day humans showed their power. The alien fleets began to retreat, confusion and fear in their eyes. No one had ever dared mock Earth again. The Zarkun Empire realized their arrogance had cost them heavily. They had laughed, they had mocked, and now they had seen the true power of humanity. Even from a distance, Other empires in the galaxy watched the battle unfold. Whispers spread across stars. Humans, small but deadly, clever, fearless. The legend of the Vanguard began to grow, a symbol of hope, intelligence, and courage. The galaxy would never underestimate humans again. Captain Reyes turned to his crew, smiling quietly. "Good work, everyone," he said. "We have shown them that Earth is not weak, that humans are capable of more than they expect." The crew smiled back, proud and tired. They had fought not for glory, but for respect, for survival, for humanity. And as the Vanguard floated in the quiet of space, its shields glowing faintly, the galaxy understood a simple truth. Small does not mean weak. Unknown does not mean powerless. And the humans of Earth would always prove that strength comes not from size, but from courage, intelligence, and unity. The Zarkun Empire had never felt such fear. Their fleets were broken, formations destroyed, and pride shattered. For the first time in centuries, they had faced a force they could not control. The Vanguard hovered calmly in the center of the battlefield. Its shields glowing faintly, engines humming softly. The humans had shown restraint, precision, and strategy. They had proven that power was not only in numbers, but in courage, intelligence, and unity. Captain Reyes sent a final message to the galaxy, clear and strong. "This is humanity. We do not seek war. But we will never be weak. We will defend our planet, our people, and our values. Let this be a warning to those who underestimate us." The message traveled across space, reaching the fleeing fleets, leaving them in awe and fear. The Zarkun commanders realized that continuing the fight was pointless. Their pride had been broken, their arrogance defeated. They slowly gave the order to retreat, signaling surrender without words. Even their greatest ships moved carefully, avoiding confrontation. They had learned their lesson the hardest way possible. The human crew watched silently as the enemy fled. No celebration erupted, no cheers filled the ship. They knew victory was not just about defeating enemies. It was about proving that humanity could stand against the galaxy's strongest powers. It was about respect, honor, and showing that courage and intelligence were the greatest weapons of all. Captain Reyes turned to his crew and spoke, calm but proud. "Today, humanity has sent a message to the galaxy. We are small, yes, but clever, united, and strong. Never again will anyone underestimate us." The crew smiled quietly, feeling the weight of what they had accomplished. They had survived impossible odds and changed the way the galaxy would see Earth forever. Across the galaxy, other empires took notice. Whispers of the Vanguard spread through star systems. Humans are clever, unpredictable, and dangerous. Legends began to form, stories of courage and intelligence spreading from planet to planet. The galaxy had learned that strength was not always measured in fleets or weapons, but in heart, mind, and unity. As the human ship returned to Earth, the stars seemed brighter. The planet that had once been laughed at was now respected. People on Earth looked up at the sky with hope and pride. They did not yet know the full extent of their future, but they knew one thing clearly: humanity had proven itself. Captain Reyes recorded a final log, quiet and reflective. "We have shown that even the smallest voice can echo across the galaxy. Even the weakest ship can make the strongest empire pause. Today, humanity stood proud. And tomorrow, we will continue to stand. Not for war, but for respect, survival, and the hope of our species." The Vanguard glided silently toward Earth. Its mission complete, its purpose fulfilled. And in the quiet of space, one truth became clear to all who had witnessed the battle. The galaxy had laughed at Earth, but humanity had proved them wrong. And never again would anyone doubt the courage, strength, and ingenuity of humans. The stars shone brighter that night, witnessing the rise of a new legend. A legend called humanity. The galaxy would remember this day forever. The day they learned that even the smallest planet could hold the mightiest secrets. The day Earth's prototype changed everything.